vormdeel van 'n driekuns sou hy dit kry. Hy het met sy laaste 2 aflewerings ontslaag geraak van Venter en Flamingou. Ongelukkig vir hom, nie soos 'n meerdag cricket kan hulle almal om die kol sit nie. Dit is steeds eendag cricket en hulle moet die lopies beperk.
So 2 for 30. But an interesting moment because he's on a hat-trick. And it's 1 to Kepler Wessels.
He's also fairly capable. He's no fool. It's just the circumstances make it very difficult for him.
Back in the Eastern Province, having had a little sojourn in the Cape, Western Province area. I think when he saw Rod McCurdy and John Maguire, the 2 Australians, leave Eastern Province, he sensed the opportunity of coming back and making himself a permanent fixture in the Eastern Province side. Last ball of Willie Morris's spell. Well bowled, long one. Nine overs, costing 34 runs and 3 wickets, 2 of them in that over, which was also a maiden. Ends with the maiden wicket and leaves it at 160 for 8. Quite a dramatic collapse. The last 7 wickets have gone down, 62 runs added. You see, although the runs have come at 5.2 runs to the over during the last 5 on average, in that period we've had a good many wickets go down. 5 overs remaining, and Ezra Mosley starts his 7th. Batsman Raymond wants the side screen to be moved. Nice looking shot. Unfortunately for him, straight to Elworthy.
Wonder, Trevor, the tactic towards the end of an innings is always to bowl the ball full. Just a 3-pace run up here.
That's struck away for 4.
I wonder whether this tactic is always right. I can understand it that people who are in trying to get the ball driven along on and along off. But Raymond, a tail ender, happy to come forward. Almost knows where the ball's going to be, and I get the feeling that perhaps it's 4 more off the outside edge. I get the feeling that perhaps Mosley should use his pace, bowl a little bit back of a length outside the off stump, see how many he can get through to wicketkeeper Jennings. Not necessarily every ball, but it's become a sort of standard thing now to pitch the ball up full at the off stump. And so many balls can be bowled with that little bit of extra pace, especially at tail enders. They might miss them. But yeah, again, ordinary length, and Raymond gets an outside edge for 4.
I think he might be in for a bit of a surprise this next ball after having dispatched Ezra Mosley for 2 fours, because Mosley has now gone back to the full 15 metres that he's allowed to take, and he's gone around the wicket. No, still keeps it right up.
I wouldn't be very happy as the captain of the side when a bowler turns around and runs off 3 paces. It's all very well if he happens to get a wicket with it, but invariably the concentration isn't there, the rhythm isn't there. Invariably one suffers, and I think that if you're given 15 metres to run and your run up is normally either that or longer, you should utilise every yard of it, or metre of it, should I say.
2 boundaries struck Mosley in that over, or both of them to Raymond. Now 4 overs remaining. And Tertius Bosch takes over from the left-arm spinner Willie Morris, who's picked up the last 3 wickets. Bosch's first 4 overs cost him 19 runs. Much better second spell. Well fielded by Mike Hazeman.
He's slower ball from Bosch. Vessel's getting it into his favourite area, and Hazeman blocking it off.
First of the lights come on. That's well played by Kepler Wessels. 1 bounce 4, backward a square.
Just where you don't bowl at Kepler Wessels, leg stump, it's as good as anyone.
Then gives him the shot on the onside. And Hoffman has certainly had a very busy day in the field. Still, Bosch persists in bowling on the onside.
Hoffman, who hasn't been called on, normally of course bowls medium pace, but with both spinners bowling the full quota, it's given him the evening off as far as the bowling is concerned.
Vessel 69, 9 to Raymond, 178 for 8, and last few overs proving to be expensive. Mosley from the duck pond end. Vessels will look for the second. Prevent the 4 runs. This time Kepler Vessels decides against chasing the second. Vessels made as though he wasn't interested in a run there, and Willie Morris just sort of relaxed a moment, and then he called and was too late. That's where the choir always gathers. Same spot. Over-pitched, and it's going to be 4 more runs. That's where he hit his first 4, and it's another very useful one. And Ezra Mosley might well kick the ground in disgust.
Well, Paul Raymond's never really been tested here, Trevor. They've just run up and bowled a very full length at him. And he's just getting a bit of a bat on it, and it's squirting off at different angles, which is very difficult to get the field placing right for him. I think I'd like to see the ball whacked in and go past him waist high or more, and run that risk that if he then nicks that, it's got to be a fat nick to go for 4. Certainly fair tactics for batsmen who are in, but I think a tail ender walking to the wicket has to be dealt with slightly differently sometimes.
Boss starting his last over, his 9th, and the penultimate over of the innings. Vessels tipping him away to mid-wicket, good stop by Ezra Mosley. Lovely shot picked out by our cameraman. A bit of artistry in that. Up in the air, but it'll be safe. 1 more run. Trying to get the Mexican wave underway for the first time, but not everybody responding. in. Hit high and handsome, and 6 runs. And this is proving to be a most valuable contribution from Paul Raymond.
Wash again, pitching the ball fairly well up. Raymond just hitting through the line as hard as he can. .36 now, these two have put on in a very short time.
Raymond's not finished with Bosch yet, and that's 6 more. I think it went over the boundary rope. No, umpire Sarah Malay happy that it dropped just short. I think he might be persuaded to change his mind. No. Brings up the 200. And Rayment is now on 25 and it's come from just 14 balls. It could be a match-winning innings.
Certainly could. Gone up and down this innings. Eastern Province losing their way with wickets falling. Bessel's not being able to build any sort of partnership other than with Rushmere. And now he's found a partner.
Runs from that over. Now, there was a time when Wessels and Rushmere were in full cry in their partnership of 95, that it looked as though 200 was certainly on the cards for Eastern Province. They then lost 7 wickets for 62 runs, and with 5 overs to go, there were 160 for 8. And so in the last 4 overs, we have had 41 runs, and that's runs coming at 10 to the over. Province supporters celebrating with a Mexican wave as Mosley starts the last over of the innings, and there's at least 1 for Raymond. He's come in and hit magnificent. Gets it through the inner cordon, but there is a man on the boundary. Toss and a no ball call.
Paul Rayment on a roll, as they say. Fetch that.
Bad ball by Mosley down the leg side, affording Raymond a free swing at it. And we'll get 4 more here. Doesn't matter how they come now, as long as they're there. And the Northern Transvaal bowling being thrashed at this time. And Raymond races to 35 of 18 balls. That's his top score in B&H cricket, bettering the 26. In fact, it's a long way his best. His previous best was 8 only, and he made a total of 26. And now he goes to 39. This is devastating.
It's tactically incredible too. They're still persisting with this full-length leg stump, and he's just shown him in the previous over that he can hit those for full.
Certainly look like it at the moment. Eastern Province are winners, says the banner. 216 for 8. Last ball, what will happen to that? Oh, another no ball call. Well, the way Raymond is smashing them, you certainly can't afford to bowl an 8-ball final over. 1 left now, says umpire Robbie Noble. And that's 4 more. Absolutely incredible. And Paul Raymond, unbelievable innings. It boosts Eastern Province to a massive 221 for 8. So that's how it ended. After a most exciting onslaught, Eastern Province asked to bat by Mandy Yuckett. A strange decision in that Mandy normally likes to bat first. Northern Transvaal have proved over the years that they don't chase that well. My goodness, they've got to chase now. They're going to have to score almost 5 runs to the over. Kepler Wessels, the anchor in the entire innings, 76 not out, carrying his bat. After he'd lost Philip Am early on, stupidly run out for 2. Both of them ended up at the one end. And then a fine partnership of 95 with Mark Rushmere, who carried on his fine batting of Sunday when he made 108 not out against Western Province in a Nissan Shield quarter-final first leg. 57 today. It was a delightful innings from Rushmere. He hit 7 fours and he faced 75 balls. It really was a fine innings. Venter came in and he hurried things along as well with a quick 18. He and Michal were out in successive balls. Richardson made 10 from 15 balls. And then there were a few quick wickets, but then the most unbelievable onslaught from Paul Raymond. In prior 8 innings, he had managed only at Raymond to make a total of 26 runs, and here he came and smashed 43 in sensational fashion to lift Eastern Province to 221 for 8 and put on 61 for the 9th wicket with Kepler Wessels, of which he made an incredible 43. And in making those 43, he hit a 6 and 8 fours it came from only 20 balls. His last over, 3 for 34 with some fine bowling, but in